Hey guys, welcome to class number 2. In class number 1, in case you missed it, I recommend you to go back and see class number 1. Remember, in class number 1, I give you some homework for you to start learning the fundamentals of boxing. And the first thing I want to show you today is a little bit more of my methodology to start your process with boxing. So, whenever you want to start building something, you know you need to start from the ground up. You cannot start from here because your base is going to be a little bit sketchy, right? So you need to start with a good, strong base. That's my methodology. We always start from the beginning, from my stances, from where my hands are going to be, where my shin is going to be, what is the basic punches, what is the basic defenses, what is the head movement, what is the footwork. Everything, it has to be from the basics to the intermediate to the advanced. We cannot skip any level of boxing. So my methodology is always starting from the beginning and then we keep going from there. It doesn't matter if you need to start again and again. The most important thing we need to know right now is we're gonna start with a good base. It doesn't matter the rest right now. Right now, knowing how to fight like a professional, it doesn't matter. The important thing right now is to know how it's gonna be my stances, which leg is gonna be leading, which hand is gonna be leading, which position are gonna be my hands, what is the basic punches, what is the basic defenses, and from there we're gonna keep going up and up and up. So, before I teach you today's technique, I'm gonna show you a little bit of the testimonies I have from my former clients and my actual clients about my methodology to see if it works or if it doesn't. And you're gonna be convinced of keep going with this process.
What's happening? This video is from my brother Juan, who did some boxing coaching for me last year, and I want to give him a testimonial video just sharing a little bit about my experience personally. So I had been boxing for 4 years or so, and I really got to a point where I was kind of plateaued because I still had this fear of getting punched straight on in the face. Like whenever I sparred, I still kind of had this hesitancy. And so I reached out to Juan if he would just do some sparring work with me and help me get over this fear. And I want to say that he definitely did. Through our experience training together, number one, we had some great sparring sessions together where he helped me get past that fear and be able to just spar and fight and not have any hesitation or anxiety around it. Just like, boom, let's just do it. So he kind of helped me get through that mentally, which was a huge mental block for me. So I appreciate Juan so much for that. And then also just really nice training sessions, working the mitts, working with the different batons, working on my head work. He's a really good guy to train with. He's gonna help you level up your boxing. He's gonna help you level up your fitness and also your mental game as a boxer, because we know that boxing is so mental. So Juan's a homie. Whenever I go back to Colombia, he's definitely my trainer when I'm there. So if you are thinking about working with him, I highly recommend that you do his program, whether you work with him one-on-one or you work with him through his digital program he'll be releasing. You will not regret it. It's a lot of fun and it's gonna help you level up your boxing skills and fitness. All right, go check him out. This is Brandon Epstein. Catch you later.
Yo, what's going on? My name is Brett. I'm making this testimonial video for Juan. I trained with Juan for about 4 or 5 months here in Medellin, Colombia. And the thing that I really liked most about Juan is that he puts such a huge emphasis on the basics, such a huge emphasis on the form, getting the form right first and foremost. Because with a lot of other people that I've worked with in the past, there's all this emphasis on like, all right, let's do a million things, a million punches, a million kicks, a million whatever the thing is. Juan really takes the time to break down the basics. And another thing is that he's really good at meeting you where you're at. For me, when it comes to Muay Thai, we're specifically trained with Muay Thai for the most part. I didn't have much experience with Muay Thai, and I told him that. I was like, Juan, I trained some other things, but Muay Thai, I'm pretty much fresh. He was like, no problem, I know exactly what to do, and he was able to just meet me where I was at. And so day by day, session by session, it was just progression, 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 to the point where I wake up one day and it's like, shit, I know the basics. I've got good foundational skills here for, I know how to punch, I know how to kick with Muay Thai, and gave me a whole other level of confidence, not just with the Muay Thai, but with myself as well. He's really good at transmitting his passion that he has for the sport. It is what he loves. It is his entire life. It is everything to him. Fighting and Muay Thai. He's really good at transmitting that passion to the people that he's working with. So my experience with Juan was great. I would absolutely do it again, and I would absolutely recommend him, and I have recommended him to a lot of people that went to work with him and said the same thing. So if you're watching this video, highly recommend checking him out. Juan, thank you very much, brother. Peace.
Morning, guys. I just want to give a quick shout out and recommendation to my trainer Juan. Any of you guys that are looking to train MMA, boxing, Muay Thai and general fitness, and this guy is the best around. His class is dynamic, concentrate on actually learning the technique as well as building up your fitness, and I couldn't recommend him more highly. I'm training for a few months now with Juan 3 times a week, and like I said, concentrate specifically on the technique as well as the fitness side and really learning the martial art. So if you're looking for someone in Bogota or in his gym, then give him a shout. Recommended by me. Thanks all.
Right. Left. Yes.
Hey, my name is Michael Preston. I am a student of Juan. We started training together in 2020, and we were training together once or twice a week, every single week, for quite some time. I don't remember exactly how long. I was pretty amateur. I hadn't had very many trainings before that. After training with Juan, I felt super confident, super comfortable with hitting the bag in the gym, practicing on my own and things like that. Looking back on old videos, I actually laughed because I was terrible when I first started, and I thought that I was actually a lot better than what I was. I still have a long way to go, but I can see huge improvement in my overall swing, the power, technique, my overall confidence in general for self-defense. I definitely recommend working with Juan, and definitely enjoyed my time working with him while I was in Colombia.
So today's technique, as the last class we saw the positioning, we saw where my hands are gonna be at all times, where my shin is gonna be, and from there we saw the 2 punches, the 1 and the 2, the 2 basic punches. 1, 2, the jab and the cross. Today we're gonna look at the differences of these punches. We're gonna look at the basic difference and the advanced difference. So check it out. So every time someone throws at me the 1 and the 2 that are straight punches, I always wanted to defend the front of my face. Every time this punch is coming, normally it's here. Sometimes the other cross, if I move my head, it's gonna land here, wherever it's gonna land. My best and most simple defense is just catching the punch. Every time someone throws at me, I just catch. If I'm going too far, like this, when he throws at me, and I'm going like this, I'm gonna leave my whole head open. And this is gonna mean this. So if someone feints, and then if I go too low, then they go with the 3. So every time I wanna have that defense, it's just gonna be a short touch. It's just short, just like this. Boom. You see, I'm not moving more towards my middle, the other part of the face. It's just here. So if he throws at me, for real, I just catch. And if it's with a boxing glove, it's so much better because it's a huge surface. So I'm just gonna catch. There's nothing else to it. Just catching. Okay, that was the basic one. That's the one that you need to know from the beginning, that you're not gonna start moving your head like a professional. You need to start close guard and catching punches. That's the first one. But whenever now we know how to catch punches, we know how to have my hands up, we're gonna start learning the slipping, the head movement. That is bad to call it head movement because in reality I'm not moving my head, just my head, I'm moving my torso. So, big mistake, the first mistake, going side to side. I don't wanna go side to side. I don't wanna bend my back. I don't wanna go onto here. I just wanna torso, 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 torso. At the beginning, when we're not too skillful with that, I don't want to have my hands down here. Just want to have my hands up, hands up, hands up, hands up. So, how it's going to look when someone is throwing the punch at me? He's throwing the punch at me, always in the front. What am I going to do? Just slip and get out of the punch. Like this. Not like this. Not like this. This is uncomfortable. It's just boop. And when he throws the right hand, boop. He throws the left. He throws the right. You see, it's just slipping. My shoulders are always going to be up. It's not like this. Because look, if he throws the right hand, I'm done. So always, oh, slipping, slipping, or catching, 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 catching. Okay? So today's homework is gonna be, you're gonna find a partner, or you're gonna look yourself at the mirror and you're gonna start practicing those movements. Just here, 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 and here. And at the same time, you can keep practicing those two punches to be able to have that memory, muscle memory. You know that with these punches comes these differences. Okay? Or if you have a partner, you have a brother, you have your sister, your mom, your dog, whatever, you can start doing it with them. They're gonna tell you, it doesn't matter the technique. It just matters that it's gonna be a straight thing coming at you. When that straight thing is coming, you block it, you catch it, or you slip, 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 slip. That's your homework for you to start doing it. The basic differences with the basic punches. Okay guys, that's the end of class number 2. Remember, if you haven't seen class number 1, go to the replay, come back to this one, and now you have to go to the 3rd class that I have a huge surprise for you. And I'm gonna show you something you're gonna love, that you're gonna be super interested of keep going with this sport. I wait for you there.